because I feel like it would ruin a lot of people's memories. I think a lot of people would probably come after me and threaten my safety, and I don't want that. I don't want that smoke with the whole tech industry. Hello, my name is Suahudibumatlafeng. I'm a software developer, and a day ago I ran a poll on Twitter asking people, what they would rather do, specifically like with regards to like programming. And in today's video, I actually wanted to share some of the results and what people chose, what I would rather do. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. But before we get started, remember to subscribe to my channel, share this video if you enjoyed it, and of course, hit the like button, because that's the cutest thing ever. Would you rather choose a monolith or too many microservices? I'm gonna be very honest, I would choose a monolith because I know someone who worked with too many microservice architectures. They absolutely hated it. They complained more about microservices than I have about all the monoliths that I've worked in. So I would probably choose a monolith. But I think there is something fun about working in microservice architectures that are in different languages. It would be really, really cool to kind of switch between languages. I enjoy doing that. So maybe I'll choose microservices. The next question is to Vim with Stack Overflow or any idea of your choice, but no Stack Overflow inside. I would probably choose any IDE without Stack Overflow because I have my teammates. I can always ask my teammates for things. I can always get them to do Stack Overflowing for me. And GitHub Pages is your friend, so I would totally choose any IDE. I can't imagine working on a project with over 500 files and I have to toss that with Vim. No, it's not. This ain't how we do that. Would you rather do impactful dev work or dev work that's challenging but not really impactful? So I would, right now, off the top of my head, if a project came up to me and I had to choose between that, flat out the more challenging one. That's it. Because I do a lot of impactful work. I already feel like I do my fair share of society. So challenge me. A slow but well-documented framework or a really fast but badly documented framework? I historically have always chosen the well-documented framework. So that is me. I choose a framework because I know someone who does it. I choose a framework because of the Stack Overflow questions. I choose a framework because of the GitHub pages and the response. If I see that people are making GitHub issues and your team is not responding, I'm not with that. It's not where I want to be. As you've joined a team that's using a completely different framework, a different language, what do? Do you take your time or do you hack it till you make it? Previously, I would have been a hack it till you make it person, but I recently joined, not recently, but yeah, till I joined a team that was using Scala and I learned that you got to take your time to learn some things, take your time. It's okay. It's okay to take your time. In most engineering teams, there's someone who is doing the teaching, someone who's doing the learning. So in those situations, you find that maybe you're new to the team, someone's showing you something. Maybe you've chosen a new framework and someone's showing you something. Would you rather be the one in control of the learning or the one being taught? I think both have as much to gain. We learn as we teach. But personally, I would rather... I actually don't know. I don't know. No, I don't know. I would rather, I'm going to skip this one. Someone approaches you with an amazing idea for an app. You with that, you dig it, you think it's going to be amazing. But them as a leader, them as someone who's a CEO, questionable. And let's say potentially not a personality that I like. For me, it's not going to work. I'm very all about the vibes and the energy. I'm kidding, but yeah, if it's a side project, honestly, I need to want to work with you. I'd like to want to work with you. It's my side energy. And if it's a tech company, I'm doing probably most of the work. So I'd want it to be someone that I want to work with. So let's say I'm giving a talk at DevConf. Do you learn something new or talk about what you know and love? I have major imposter syndrome, so I will probably talk about what I know and love. That would be my preference, to talk about something that I know and love. That way, if I make a mistake, I'm more warm and welcoming to it. I'm not scared of any challenging questions because this is something I know and love. If a challenge is If a question is challenging, I'll appreciate it. If, you know, I'm talking about something that I just learned like 2 months ago, someone asks me a question and I don't know what to do, I may start thinking, I shouldn't have done this. I don't know what I'm doing. Lose my train of thought. Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't be thinking of it from that perspective, but that's probably the first thing that would come to my mind. Your teammate finally got to go ahead to rewrite the monolith, and they've asked you to co-champion this thing, to co-lead. And what would you do? I would say yes. Not all heroes wear capes. Against better judgment, I generally think that rewriting your code base is not the answer. It's not going to help. Like, a different language will not solve a lot of the problems that I think a lot of projects have, to a point where you may want to rewrite it. But it would still be fun. It would be fun to do. That's all I'm going to say. You had a technical interview at your dream company, but they're not trying to see you as a developer. They kind of see you in more of a people role, as a developer advocate or a community builder. I would totally minus these people. I'll see y'all next year. You're still my dream company, but I'm not with that. But I understand everybody else who is. Like, once you're inside, it's sometimes easier to get a technical job. Like, if you've kind of gone, hey, you know, let me just take an engineering ticket, and then you do it and they kind of see that you're brilliant, they may still give you more technical work. But I'm not with that. If you had to rewrite Stack Overflow's UI, they've given you complete anatomy over their front end, and now you can kind of do whatever you want. I would not do anything. I would do as little as I can, because I feel like it would ruin a lot of people's memories. I think a lot of people would probably come after me and threaten my safety, and I don't want that. I don't want that smoke with the whole tech industry. So I would just make minimal changes that most people will not see. I would make changes that I think would at least make certain things better, but I would not change, not even the color, not even the size of the buttons. I would do very minimal work, because I value my life. I value my career. I don't want to be known as that person who ruins Stack Overflow. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching my video. Please always remember to hit the subscribe button, and what other button? The bell button for notifications, and I'll see you in the next video.